Hi. Today we're introducing the GL Compost Toilets series to you, the GL90 and the GL55. And although I will be focusing on the GL90 in this and the following video, the same can be said exactly about the GL55, except that it's just a slightly smaller container, so it has a little less capacity. The GL series are a split system batch composting toilet. What this means, split system, means that here this is installed in a bit of a mock-up situation. The composting part is split from the toilet part, so this is the floor of your toilet room with your pedestal, and there's different ones available: grey, black, white, ceramic, and below there is the composting bin, so that's split. And the expression batch system means that you compost in batches. So you fill up one container. When that container is full, you take it out, you replace it with a spare container, you slowly fill that up. While that happens, the first container is composting. We'd like to see that composting for around 3 months or longer if possible. The beauty with batch composting systems is that if you experience that you need more capacity in the system, you can just purchase an extra spare container and immediately you're doubling your composting capacity. Alright, so the basic system, how it works is that you do your normal number 1s and 2s through here. It's a straight through pedestal that drops straight down. After each solid deposit, you put a handful or a cupful of carbon-rich covering material on. Here is what we use, which is organically grown hemp. So after each solid deposit, you put a handful of that in to maintain the carbon-nitrogen balance in there. Not after the number 1s, they just go in by themselves. A lot of people ask, what do we do for cleaning? So you will receive a little spray bottle of liquid enzyme cleaner with your purchase. But also what we have here is, it's what's called a bidet sprayer. So when you finish and you have some marks, you can just spray it, use a toilet brush, just like a normal toilet that you're used to. Okay. Couple of things that are important for the functioning of the toilet. Number 1 is the vent system. Now this is a bit of a mock-up. Obviously your outlet of the vent system should be actually above eave height, so about 600 mils beyond where it goes past the roof line. The way it works is the air is drawn out through here. It creates a negative pressure on your pedestal, which means that the system is totally odor-free. Actually more odor-free than a flush loo, because even as you're creating smells, they're drawn through and out. Whereas with a flush loo, they stay in the toilet room, of course. So we're connecting the composting container through this flexible pipe here with a fan, which is housed in there. The fan comes with a 240 volt plug. It is a 12 volt fan, so you can actually connect it to solar if you wish. Draws the air through there, up and out. If you have any condensation, because the air that comes out through here will be slightly moist and it'll be warm, and if this is cold, there may be condensation that drops down here into this dead end, which is called the condensate trap. And every now and again you can undo this and empty it out, or you can just drill a hole in there or put a little tap in there or something, whatever you like. That's totally up to you. But the vent system is important for 2 reasons. Number 1, it gets extra air that helps with the composting process, and really probably the most important thing for you as a client and as a user is it means that your toilet room is totally and completely odor-free. The second part in there is also a false floor that drains excess moisture out. I'll show you that in a second. But the excess moisture comes out of the bottom of your container here, and this pipe has been cut off. It's usually about 1.5 meters long. And that goes into a trench, which is the council-approved way of getting rid of the excess liquids. So the inside of the unit, let's just open one up. So you have your over center latches here. And a slide lock at the back. So this is your false floor. You can see it's got holes in there, so any excess liquids that's more than the compost needs just freely drains out and into the thicker trench. And what is absolutely unique about the GL systems as well as the GT systems, it's what's called the capillary tray. So not only is it a false floor to drain out moisture, but also with these feet you have little holes drilled in those, so they sit in a little bit of urine at the bottom there, and should the compost require more moisture for its correct moisture balance, it will draw it up through these capillary feet into the compost, which means that the composting is exceedingly efficient. The capillary tray is a proprietary technology that here in Australia only Green Loo uses for both the GT and the GL systems. And when you set your system up for first use, you basically put a layer of the covering material in to just cover the bottom, you know, I don't know, 2 to 5 centimeters, but also make sure that you push the material into those feet as you set it up, so that the capillary tray can fully utilize its function. All right, so that's basically how the system works. I'll put that back on again. Here. Okay, so it's got this slide lock at the back. And it slides into here. And then it's got these over center latches, and so just lock this away again. The other thing that I might just show you very briefly is the inlet here, or the outlet for the air. It's got your mozzie net and your wire mesh over there, so it protects the fan from any debris going through the fan, and it protects the system here if it's actually composting, so if it's out of service, not in use, that stops any obviously vermin or fruit fly or any other critters coming into there. And the other thing that we have here is at the outlet, that's your bung, so that you open that up, connect it to your pipe, put the bung back on, and that's sealed, so that's ready to compost until the second one is full and you exchange your systems back over again. So that's a basic introduction into the GL systems. In the next video I will be explaining to you a couple of ways that you can install these depending on how much space you have. Here you've got plenty of space, so that's one particular way of installing it. And also I will be introducing the multi-chute, which enables those different installation options to happen. So if you're not totally and completely bored by now, just go further down on the website to the next video, and that will show you the different installation options. Thank you.